maybe a little too live, but I'm on. Good to see you this morning, everybody. Okay, am I live yet? Okay. Well, good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for coming today. We were all here all evening on Friday, so I think some people might have thought, well, I did church this weekend pretty thoroughly. We had a great evening. So I don't think we have anyone here for the very first time. So good to see everybody this morning, and many thanks to people joining us online as well. And golly, Thanksgiving is coming up, so let's just say Happy Thanksgiving to our neighbors. Happy Thanksgiving! It's a big week and a busy week, I know, for all of us, whatever we do. I want to thank everybody who shared their talents, their gifts at the coffee house Friday night. We had a grand time. The music was wonderful. There was poetry. There was wonderful food, as always. It was a real delight. And it took a lot of kind of efforts on the part of our members and friends, making this into a coffee house in here and doing the cooking and table setups in the back, and then everything had to be put back, of course. So just a hearty thank you to everybody who participated in that and shared their energy and their talents with us. I think you all know we're doing a food drive again this year with donations going to people in need of Delaware County. And there's some boxes at the back, and there's some flyers. You could take one of those. Gives you information about the kind of things they particularly welcome this time of year. We're going to keep that up through the winter. Sandy, bless you, has been good about taking things in during the week, like tomorrow doing drop-off. If anyone else lives close by, they're in Delaware on Johnson Drive, I think it is, and could take a run sometime over the winter, let us know. It's nice to have a group of people who can help with that. And let's see. Joe and I are doing an annual concert we participate in with Bill Cohen on Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. He calls it a Songs of Gratitude concert. And if you're looking for something to do on that day, it's 7 o'clock at the Maple Grove Methodist Church. And they're just songs about everything we have to be grateful for, no matter what. There's so many blessings in our lives. And he takes a donation at the door, I think 15. It always goes to a good cause. And it's always an uplifting concert if that's something that you're interested in. It's Friday, the 28th, 7 o'clock at Maple Grove. And finally, I got a notice from Andrew's House, which is a nonprofit right here in Delaware. They're having it's a community service nonprofit. They're hosting their annual Christmas cupboard fundraiser on Saturday, December 6th from 9 to 1. And basically, it's a cookie sale. Lots and lots of holiday cookies, and they do raffles and that kind of thing. They're at 39 West Winter Street in Delaware. So December 6th, that Saturday, that morning, if you're looking for something to do, you could go and buy some wonderful holiday cookies, and it would be a fundraiser for a good cause here in Delaware. All right, that was a lot. So we'll begin to think about going into prayer and what we are lifting up and holding in our hearts and minds. Would you bring that up with you too? I need that second page. All right, thank you. And Joe and I are your musicians today. So my topic is about seeing, learning to see better, to see or not to see, which I'm sure is reminding all of you of Shakespeare, right? So it's kind of about that. So these songs have a little something to do with that, I think. This is a little chant we wrote in 2009. It goes back a long way. It's called Hidden Treasure. Heaven spread across the earth we see. open-hearted and ready to receive from that wellspring of life within us, that source from which we draw all our good, that renewing energy and strength, that steadying peace, that wisdom that comes up to guide us as we make decisions day by day. How grateful we are for the life of God in us. So we are wide open to divine influence in this moment. And we invite God to guide us in a path of beauty, of wisdom, of graces. We are ready to see. We are ready to receive. There are no blocks to our ability to draw from that wellspring of creation all around us. All the beauty that nourishes us. All the support. All the many graces of God's activity in our lives. We are wide open, ready to see and ready to receive. We affirm this truth for all our loved ones and neighbors and communities across the world. Not one of us is separate from that indwelling power and presence. We are all filled and surrounded by the grace of God, and we are grateful. And so it is. Amen. All right. All right. Well, this is sort of just a song because it's Gratitude Month, and this is a song about gratitude by Karen Drucker. We haven't done it in a long time, but I'm sure many of you know it. Very, very simple chant, and I'm hoping you'll join me on the chorus. Right? It's called "I'm So Grateful." Karen Drucker. Gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. Here's the chorus. I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful, 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 I'm so grateful. Let's do it again before me. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. And I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful. All right, good. Thank you, Joe. You sounded good. I've seen Karen Drucker do that song a number of times, and she does all the gestures, above me, within me, left of me, right of me. I enjoy that. I get a kick out of it. All right, we'll do another song in a little while. Thanksgiving coming up. I had to break up what other Thanksgiving jokes I had on hand. So I think these are kind of funny, just quotes. How many of you remember Irma Bombeck? This is getting a little dated now, but I always loved Irma Bombeck's humor. She said, Thanksgiving dinners take 18 a pair. They are consumed in 12 minutes. Half times are 12 minutes. This is not a coincidence. Something to that. I like that. She also said, I come from a family where gravy is considered a beverage. Okay. Here's one I think is kind of cute. Jay Leno. He says, you can tell you ate too much for Thanksgiving when you have to let your bathrobe out. That's too much. That's too much. And finally, this is one by Kevin James. He's kind of a funny guy. He said, Thanksgiving, man, not a good day to be my pants. Oh, it's all about the food, I guess. All about the food. To see or not to see, that's my title. I've got to thinking about our vision, our things, in order to be grateful. And I found myself thinking about our old friend, dear friend, Elmer Fisher. How many of you remember wonderful Elmer and his gorgeous voice? And he put out a CD. He recorded most of it at Joe's, right here at our house, in Joe's studio, called See You Later. And he explained a little text on his the opening of the CD about how, he was blind, but people used, blind people say see you later, they use the word see like that. And he kind of sort of told us, the word see has something like 9 definitions, and only one of them has to do with physical sight. Among the many definitions are understand, or grasp, glimpse, comprehend, discern, perceive, appreciate. So there's a lot of meaning to see. It means we're taking a lot in. We're really more than just physical sight. It's really to live fully and to fully appreciate life. So I think learning to see is really integral to being able to feel grateful. If we cannot see, how can we be grateful? Looking closely at life in any of its dimensions, it kind of deepens our awareness of the blessings that abound around us, if we're looking closely enough. And we really need to be able to. And for most of us, our seeing can be kind of limited. We kind of lose some of that ability to really see all the richness around us. There's a cognitive scientist by the name of Alexandra Horowitz. She wrote a book on looking. And she says that our attention is always selective. We decide what to focus on, and that's what we pay attention to. And we are not aware of what all we're missing, that else is going on. She said our attention is intentional and it's discriminating. It asks what's relevant right now and gears us up to notice only that. She said, while that might make us more efficient in pursuing goals, it also makes us inhabit a largely unlived and unremembered life day in and day out. This is her quote. Right now, you are missing the vast majority of what is happening around you. You are missing the events unfolding in your body, in the distance, and right in front of you. That's kind of a strong statement. And it seems to be very similar to what Jesus said. One of my favorite passages is from the Gospel of Thomas. He said, the kingdom of God is spread across the earth and you do not see it. There are blessings all around us, awesome blessings all around us, but we're not focused on them. We're not paying attention to them and we're not seeing them. Children see better. Children see much better, which is maybe why Jesus said you must be like a child to enter the kingdom. Children are much more in touch with everything going on around them. They're paying a lot more attention. She calls this neophilia. Children are hardwired for neophilia, which means being entranced with the new and the unfamiliar, which for a child is lots of things. Maybe most things that are new and exciting. But as we become adults, we kind of lose that entrancement with things all around us. We get a little jaded. We stop paying as much attention. Except for something she calls the holiday paradox, which is sometimes adults, when they go on holiday, they're really soaking it up. They're really looking around and seeing a lot more than they typically do all around them. I think we've all experienced that. I remember going to England, I guess it was the first time I'd ever been out of the country, on a summer abroad program as a college student, and I was just remember entranced with everything. What people ate for breakfast. They fried tomatoes over there. That's so fascinating. All the history of all the villages and towns, the accent, the words I learned, how people spoke there, everything. The landscape, the rivers, the way people punted on the rivers there, everything. So it was like neophilia, in my 20s, the same kind of thing children experience so much. Did I feel that way when I got back to Galion, Ohio? I don't think so. In our home turf, we think, well, we know our towns, we know our friends, we know our community. We're not going around with those wide open eyes. Wow, look at that, look at this, the way we do on vacation. So And we can become kind of a little stuck that way in adulthood unless we're challenging ourselves a little bit to try to see better. Remember, and I might have mentioned this before, but years ago when I was in my grad school years, I was on campus at OSU. I think it was outside the library, on a bench around there, something like that. And there happened to be a partial lunar eclipse going on at the time, which I hadn't been prepared for, and I hadn't been told about it. I knew it was coming, but all of a sudden it was going on all around us for an hour or so, like these partial lunar eclipses do. And it was causing all these little luminous crescent shapes all over the ground, all around us. It was entrancing. It was just amazing. And what was even more amazing was that most of the people around me on the campus, of course this is an academic sort of community, most of them weren't paying any attention. They were in their books, or they were talking to each other, or just hurrying along to make class or something like that. And I thought, what a wonder, you felt like saying, hey, look, how kids do that? It's actually a very adult thing too. There's an instinctive urge to share something, a vision you see that you want to share with others. You want to say, look, and so that you could share that wonder. So I think that's kind of amazing. That came to mind when I was reading in Horowitz's book. It's a perfect example of her point. We decide what to pay attention to, what's relevant for us right now, and we're not really seeing everything else. We don't know what we're missing when we're that focused on what we think is relevant, what we need to be paying attention to. And we miss a lot that way, right? We miss a good deal that way. We might miss a partial eclipse. We can miss all kinds of things. But the bottom line is we can improve our ability to see through practice. And we do it all the time. In certain areas, when we become interested in something and we start really looking for that, we cultivate our vision. And that can really transform our lives and enrich our lives. And the great thing about practicing seeing and getting better at seeing is once we expand our vision, we learn to see what's around us, we can't unsee it. Our vision is permanently expanded in that area. And in fact, our ability to see more will expand into other areas often. It's like we build the capacity to see better. Also, we help each other see better. We are each other's instructors in a way because we're all in this together. And that's going on all the time. And as we become better observers, as we learn to see creation better all around us, we automatically feel a deeper sense of gratefulness for the blessings of life on planet Earth. It just comes with this expanded ability to take in what's going on all around us, to see. There's a lot of examples of people practicing seeing and the enrichment that comes from that. One of my favorites is about Emily Dickinson. Any of you read Emily Dickinson back in school? She wrote amazing poetry. But before she was really writing much, she was very fascinated with flowers and with botany. She started at age 9, helping her mother in the garden and tracking flowers. But when she went to Mount Holyoke College as a young woman, she had the founder of the school, Mary Lyon. She was an ardent botanist, and she encouraged all her students to collect, study, and preserve local flowers in what they called an herbarium. Anybody remember an herbarium? I think this is something that went out of fashion many years ago, but Dickinson's herbarium, you can see the word herb in there, but it's like a dictionary of flowers that each one created individually, the flowers in their lives. Her herbarium, which you can view at the Morgan Library, I guess that's at Mount Holyoke, was apparently a masterpiece of botanical and poetic beauty. She had in it 424 flowers from the Amherst region. She called them the beautiful children of spring. I love that. And she arranged them very aesthetically on something like 66 pages in a leather-bound album. One of the most beautiful pages featured 8 different kinds of violets, which was a flower Emily cherished above others for the, quote, unsuspected splendor with which it ambushed the meadow wanderer. I like that. She wrote in the herbarium somewhere, she said, I find ecstasy in living. The mere sense of living is joy enough. That came from her ability to look closely, to really look at the beauty of a violet, a wildflower of spring. And that was taught her by a flower-loving, botanist teacher, and taught to her by her mother. We can help each other see better. We can learn to see better, and that becomes an enrichment. I could really relate to that, and I think many of you probably could as well, maybe in different areas, but we've practiced this. We've expanded our ability to see, and it has enriched our lives and made us more grateful and made us feel more blessed. You all know I'm a great bird lover. I suspect I've talked about birds a lot, and we have we've always had bird feeders and kind of learned about new birds and things like that. But I wasn't always that way. In my young years, teens or 20s, I knew maybe 3 birds, sparrows, maybe a blue jay or a cardinal. But really, I didn't know birds very well. But then I went on some Audubon field trips with birding experts, people we all had our binoculars, and I remember going on something, we're not leaving this spot until you see that owl, we're going to stay right here until you see it, or that warbler, or whatever it is. And they could see things I couldn't. I mean, they were really practiced at spotting and seeing birds, but I learned more from watching them. And then from maintaining our feeders and getting bird books and talking to staff at the wild bird stores and all of that, I learned to see better and better until soon I was seeing red-breasted nuthatches and chickadees and pileated woodpeckers and white-throated sparrows, one of my favorites. And it's a tremendous enrichment to learn to see better the birds that are all around us, the other lives that are all around us. Over time, I've learned to expand that a little bit into the world of crickets and cicadas. We went to another one exclusively on lightning bugs, another weekend workshop, and just amazing, hearing their hums and drones and buzzes all around us, these insects. One special evening at the firefly workshop, somebody set out camp chairs for us in a meadow there, and there were trees all around us, and we were out there like 11:30, even midnight, each of us in maybe a dozen, 12, 15 of us in chairs, just watching the fireflies above us, the big dippers and the little grays and the Chinese lanterns. You know what the Chinese lanterns are? They're the ones that leave a streak across the sky. They call them Chinese. Unforgettable sight. What an enrichment to learn to see a little better and to take these things in. And it really is going on all around us. I've followed one of the instructors, Kate Redmond. She calls herself the Bug Lady ever since those workshops. And she does a weekly blog. And through her pictures and her texts, I've learned to see midges and orb weaver spiders and two-lined spittlebugs and handsome trigs. Now these are insects I wouldn't have known about. The house I grew up in, they were bugs. They were all just bugs. Anybody remember that? Oh my gosh, there's such an enrichment of life all around us we're not seeing. But the more we look, the more we become aware of the splendor of creation all around us. We instinctively become more grateful because we're more aware of what's going on around us, how rich it is, how amazing this creation we're inhabiting here. And I think it's just as relevant in our vision of each other, don't you? We also get kind of jaded in our ability to see each other, to see each other's uniqueness, unique abilities and talents and gifts. And seeing someone is really basic to love, to see someone. That's why children, I think, are always saying, did you see me? Did you see? Did you see me? It's like they need to be seen. Seen is very, very basic to love. So I've always thought it made such sense. One of the Hebrew names for God in the Hebrew Bible is El Roi, which means the God who sees me. The God who sees me. Yeah, that's the heart of love, really. If we see one another, see our uniqueness, see our beauty, and we can get better at that. We can get better and better at that as well. I think our fall coffee house was a nice example of that. It gives us, our concerts like that give us an opportunity to see each other's talents, our unique gifts and abilities that we share, and other people are receiving that and appreciating that. That's a wonderful thing. That expands our ability to see one another. It expands our ability to love one another in community. Anytime we can kind of stretch our ability to see what's going on around us, all the uniqueness, all the sweetness, We can overcome our narrow attention. That's really great, good news. And little by little, as we expand our vision to see the birds better, or the bugs, or each other's beautiful faces and talents and gifts, or the trees around us, or whatever it might be in our lives, the more we expand our vision, our experience of life will change. We will become more grateful, more aware of the blessings around us, more grateful for them. Our happiness grows. And once you learn to see, you can't unsee. In fact, your ability to see will probably expand from there. You will wind up helping other people see better, as they will continue to help you see better. The blessings that we may not be catching right now, we can catch that more and more through each other's influence. It's a daily choice, really. How do we want to expand our vision? How do we want to see better? Where do we want to practice that gift? The payoff is tremendous, I think, the more we decide to do that. So I think it's an open question to you to take with us. How do you want to expand your ability to see right now? What would you like to see better? It could be loved ones, friends. It could be nature. It could be your home. It could be your community. To really look around and see the wonders of it like we do when we're in a city abroad. We can learn to see better. And as we do, we become more grateful, more blessed, and more happy. Amen? Let's take that into prayer for just a moment. Affirm our intention to be clear-sighted, to see the wonders of creation all around us, to not be so focused on our to-do lists, on our goals, our objectives, that we are missing the wonders of life all around us. God lavishes us with blessings by day and by night, and we are wide open. We are ready to see them and receive them, and we are grateful for that wellspring in our very hearts and minds and in our very midst. Thank you, God, for your unfailing presence with us. Amen. All right, we have another song, which I'm going to try to remember what that is. Okay, yeah. And you'll remember it too. It's a very familiar one by Johnny Nash. We'll catch right on to it. Joe's going to lead us off on that. Seemed perfect for an idea about seeing.
You're required to sing along.
Yeah, yeah. You'll know the chorus for sure, so join in anywhere. Capo 2. Almost missed that. There we go. We did that once for Elmer. We did that once for Elmer Fisher once in performance, and the capo was on, and it was like 2 registers above where he sings. And he carried on.
He could handle it. He's a good tenor.
Yeah. Okay.
I can see clearly now. The rain is
You
gone.
can sing along anyway.
I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. I can make it now, the pain is gone. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. Here is the rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Look all around, there's nothing but blue skies. Look straight ahead, there's nothing but blue skies. was in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day.
Yeah, good tune. Good joining us, tune. Thank you. All right. Our board treasurer, Linda Comstock, is going to help us with a few announcements and thank yous. Thanks, Linda. Thank you. You bet.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's so good to see all of you here. And thanks, Joanne, for your message.
bet.
As a good reminder to look around and pay attention. And sometimes circumstances happen in our lives. It's like a dividing line, and where can't see as well, and now everything's brighter, and you notice everything, and that was called cataract surgery,
That's right.
which I think many of you can relate to.
Yes, yes.
So thanks again, Joanne, for that reminder. Our musicians, Joe and Joanne, thanks for the music. Our AV technician, Mike Hale. Our fellowship angels for providing tasty snacks. I think quite a few people contributed things for our gathering. And of course, a warm thank you to everyone for your tithes and donations that keep our ministry going. We are so grateful for your support. So now, just a recap of our announcements. We're again doing a food donation drive through the church for the food pantry at People in Need of Delaware County. At the back of the sanctuary, you'll find a collection box for your donated goods and a flyer that has all the details about the food pantry and the items that are needed most. Bill Cohen will be doing his annual Songs of Gratitude concert on Friday, November 28th at the Maple Grove Methodist Church at Henderson and High, and it starts at 7 p.m. That's in Columbus. Donation of $15 is requested at the door, going to a good cause, as always. And if you're going, it's always good to show up a bit early if you can. Those concerts are well attended. And Andrew's House is hosting its annual Christmas cupboard cookie sale on December 6th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And that's at 39 West Winter Street in Delaware. So are there any other announcements that anybody knows about? Nope. Okay. We're all caught up. If not, let's circle up for our peace song and prayer for protection.
Okay, thanks, Linda. Joe? All right. How long is the chord?
Amen.